so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. Show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, hop on it. Rep for your bro. Where your post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar. One man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps.
Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set, 19. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check 13.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. Space to maneuver at the 40. Lamar Miller, the 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rivers to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
A 2nd down throw for Rivers. Pass incomplete.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Rivers again. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. To the air again here, Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Phillip Gaines there defensively.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs because he can really impact this offense.
Red Delta! 56. Let's go, baby.
Again, it's Rivers. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They put playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That throw into the arms of Allen. He's by himself. Keenan Allen. 20, 10, touchdown LA. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. Going deep this time for Miller. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here.
Hey, go orange. Go orange.
They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction and make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Rivers throws complete to Benjamin. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Gordon on first down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing, Rivers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. Rivers now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. And that is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, third down here. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drop.
Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On the left side, this is Stills.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Out of the gun, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action for Miller. Now Watson eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Watson with a give to Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They go play action here on first down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3rd and long. It's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. I'll guarantee you Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. On first down, Miller. He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Now Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw, Watson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down. Watson, flush to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw, Rivers going deep here. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller as the first half is winding down. And the Texans push further out in front. Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney merciless. Coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Here we go. Load it. Load it.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's got room. Lamar Miller. He's at the 40, the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller. 74 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers on the money, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rivers to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Lamar Miller. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Focus, defense, focus.
From the 44, Watson. He's got Fuller. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Miller. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 44, Watson, the hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. On 1st down, Watson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Rivers now completes it to Benjamin. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Chargers go here. It's Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On first down, Miller. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10.
Push him back. Push him back.
Again, it's Miller. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. On 3rd down, Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier, now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you said 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On first and 10, Rivers. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Big stop, let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Miller. Miller with first down and more. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
They'll run it with Johnson. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards.
I'm going to come back to you.
Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Here's Rivers. And he's going to find that man yet again, Keenan Allen. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6. Throwing Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short game. Get downfield.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Miller. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And they will take a knee here. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.